This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. I am delighted to be here helping you with playing the guitar. In this quick answer episode, I'm going over minor, major, 7th chords, and specifically how do we play these on the guitar, sort of the bar chord or what we call movable chord shapes. I'm going to go over those. If you're just looking for the chord shapes, they're over there on the right side. Those are some great ways to play a minor, major, 7th chord, but as I usually do, I'm going to go ahead and start out with an explanation of the chord. So we're talking about the minor, major, 7th chord here. This is the only 7th chord that really has its full theory name in the actual name of the chord, or the simplified name. There is not a simplified name for this one, I should say. So down here at the bottom of the board, I also have it written as a minor, major, 7th chord. That's the type of chord it is in the theory name, and we're going to see what that means. So I'm going to use C as an example because the key of C major has no sharps or flats. So when we use this as an example, it's easy to sort of see where the alterations occur. So if we were playing a C minor major 7th chord, then it would have the notes C, E flat, G, and B. These notes come right out of multiple minor scales, but one example is the ascending melodic minor scale. So that scale has a flatted third, but the rest of the notes are just like the ones in the major scale. So C is step 1 of that scale, E flat is step 3 of that scale, which is the flatted third. That's what makes it minor. G is step 5 and B is step 7. Let's look at the interval relationship between these. So C would be, or the first step of the scale in any key, is known as the root. That's the foundational note. That's the one that the scale is named for, the chord is named for. It's the one the scale starts on, and it's the one that the other tones are built above or built on top of to make the chord. So it's the root. So C in this case is the root. And then the E flat is a minor third interval above that. The minor third is what makes this a minor chord. If it was a major third, it would be major. So, in the name of our chord, minor, major, 7th, that's what that first minor means. It means we have a minor third, therefore it is a minor chord. So, we have that minor third. And then the G is a perfect 5th. That's pretty common with even our major chords and our minor chords, unless we have an altered 5th. We've got that perfect 5th. And then the B is a major 7th above that root. The major 7th is what this second part of the name is referring to. So this is a minor major 7th chord because it's got a major 7th instead of a minor 7th. We could have a minor chord with a minor 7th, and that would be called a minor minor 7th chord. So those exist. There's a quick answer video on those. So let's look at the chord symbols and what they look like. So we're going to have the root name first. So I have 3 examples here. We could have B flat, C minor, or F sharp. Just 3 examples. Any of the notes that exist in the chromatic scale could be one of the roots. So we could play this chord on any root. Then we have the number 7 at the end. So we're going to see that number 7 at the end. Before that number 7, we need something to tell us that it's the major 7th, not the minor 7th. So the minor 7th is sort of the more common one. This has a unique color, and we need to have that in front of the number 7 to tell us this is the major 7th, not the minor 7th. So a triangle in front of the 7th, or a capital letter in front of the 7th. You might see like maj written out, but that just makes the chord symbol so long. So you usually see a triangle or an uppercase letter M. We also need something, because this is a minor chord, to precede that, so be between the root and where we're seeing that we have a major 7th. It needs to be something telling us it's a minor chord. So we could have a minus sign or a lowercase m. So some examples here: B flat minor chord with a major 7th. C minor chord with a major 7th, F sharp minor chord with a major 7th. Okay, let's look at how to play these on the guitar. Of course, with the pitches, the 1, 3, 1 flat 3, or 1 minor 3rd, 5, and 7th, they can be spread out and we can voice things just a little bit differently. And here are 2 great ways to play a minor major 7th chord on the guitar. These are movable, so they're like bar chords, meaning wherever we put the shape. In this case, I'm playing a G minor major 7th, but I can use the same shape higher in a different place to play C minor major 7th. So the note that is circled, in this case it's on the 6th string, and on the case over here it's on the 5th string. Whatever note that is placed on is the version of the chord we're playing. So I'm going to demonstrate this right in the middle of the neck, right on B flat. So that's at fret 6 on the 6th string. So I'm going to put my finger on the B flat, and so we're going to be playing a B flat minor major 7th chord. So I'm going to use my middle finger to play that one. Then my index finger needs to play at the same fret on strings 2 and 3. It also has the option of going all the way over to the top. So I've got to play that with my index finger, so it's like a bar. So in this case, it's a little bar chord. And then my ring finger plays 1 fret higher on the 4th string. And I am muting the 5th string. So my middle finger just sort of collapses on that. And I can play where I actually play that top string. I rarely play the top string. It's just a doubling of the root, and I don't think it sounds as rich. So I usually just might mute that with my index. But if I press it down, it can't be in there. Okay, so minor major 7th here. I'm going to tell you how this is voiced. So we've got the root, and then the 7th, and then the flatted 3rd and the 5th. So that's how that one's voiced, and then you could double that root on top. Great way to play minor major 7th. Now, not everybody likes that particular fingering, so I will say there's an alternate one I have written up here on the board, where you put the index finger on the root, and then you put the middle right here on the 3rd string, same fret, and ring finger on the 2nd string, same fret, so you get those 3, and then pinky comes around and reaches for this one, and that's another way to finger that. Then we mute the 5th and the 1st strings. So minor major 7th, great coloristic sound, shows up from time to time. Songs like My Funny Valentine or the James Bond theme sort of plays off that minor major 7th sound. Okay, here's an alternate way to play it. So I'm going to play this right at the 6th fret as well. So it's going to be on E flat, but we're on the 5th string, so that's why it's E flat. With this one, index goes there, and it does have the option of barring over to the top string. Though again, I usually just play the inside 4 strings and mute the top string, but we get an extra 5th in the chord if we play that one. So sometimes I will throw that in there. So you can relax and mute the top string, or you can bar. Then right into the next fret above where that one's at, you go middle and ring fingers on the 7th fret. Pinky goes at the 8th fret, so 2 frets higher on the 4th string. I can play the inside 4 or play the top 5. This one is voiced root, 5, 7. It's got the flatted 3rd and then that 5th if I throw it on top. It's a really great setting chord. Now, if you're unfamiliar with bar chords or movable shapes, you can check out my quick answer video on those. But the only trick to how to play any of the variations of this, meaning A minor major 7th, A sharp or B flat, B, C, so on and so forth, is to know the notes along the neck. And they just go up chromatically, right up the chromatic scale. So I had played B flat minor major 7th. It would be at the next fret up, so the root's on the 7th fret on that 6th string. It's B minor major 7th, and then it becomes C minor major 7th, and C sharp or D flat, and so on. E flat here becomes E minor major 7th, and F minor major 7th, and so on and so forth. So, hope that helps. Hope you're having fun with the guitar. If you're getting into these sounds, it's going to be a cool song. Keep having fun, and we'll catch you again. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. For more in-depth lessons and to progress through a free guitar course, check out my Guitar 101 series on YouTube and my guitar method books, which all come with access to hours of in-depth video lessons. You can find more information about me and my products at kristenbromley.com. Take care.